Dr. Serrano, we've spoken extensively before about the effectiveness of interval sprints for reducing body fat levels quickly and for improving athletic conditioning. And going through some prior seminar footage, I stumbled upon something that was quite inventive in that you structure interval workouts with what it seems to be multiple phases to initially warm up, deplete glycogen, and then to put people in a situation where they can capitalize on those conditions to increase the rate of fat burning. Can you talk about a little bit the multi-stage process, please?
Yes, actually, you and I came up with the name of HIIT, or SHIIT,
Yeah, that's
super high intensity interval training. And actually, the reason I was doing that is because the research, actually, the most optimal research showing that the person lost weight was a 6 to 9 seconds, 6 work, 9 seconds off. Okay, and that's a very old study, but it did show that it was better. Now, I do want to tell people, because they say, oh, I'm going to do high intensity interval training and I'm going to lose weight. Yes, it helps you lose weight because it's like you're doing sprinting, you're being like a sprinter, but now are the benefits of hard, all those things, absolutely, you get aerobic quote unquote benefits. And actually, you know, if you're going to compare blood lipid levels going down, heart better, actually high intensity interval training actually does also that. Now, when I want to have someone that wants to lose weight, I make them do sprints because I say, you gotta do sprints. Now, there's people out there that can't either. Also, I gotta take into consideration age. So I have a warm-up in which you just go ahead and just jog half a mile, easy, you know, no problems. That gets your body warm up if you're older or if you haven't been running, because sometimes I cannot just start running because I'm older. So I do that half hour, you know, not half hour, but just half a mile. Just do it, just to warm up. Then you go ahead and start doing sprints. And I will make my sprints based on sports activity. For example, if I have a baseball player, I'm gonna make you run 90 feet.
Sure.
Okay, if I have a basketball player, 100 feet, because so it depends what you wanna do. Now, don't go out there and say, oh, I'm gonna have a football player, I'm gonna run 100 yards, because that rarely happens. I might do 20, 30 yards.
So something functional and something where they can maintain a high rate of intensity and quality.
Absolutely, so they transfer back to that activity they're doing. Now, if you're just a fitness athlete, or I shouldn't call them athletes, but you're a fitness competitor, or if you're not an athlete, you're a power lifter like I was, then you know you don't need to just pick a distance that will make you suffer a little, okay? Now, I will say this, I would do between 12 to 15 sets of that distance. Now, the amount of rest is only on your way back, walk back. Now, you can choose walking backwards, you can choose walking sideways, you can choose whatever you want to do, you can choose doing lunges walking back. I mean, it's a choice that you want to make. I like to just walk back because I give me enough rest to recover and then go back. I like to do it that as I go more and more into the sets, I can come back quickly because my heart rate is going. And I like to keep it between 12 and 15 reps, okay? Now, once I do that, once I'm done with that, I'm not done with the workout because I'm doing it for weight loss purposes.
Body fat loss.
Body fat loss.
And
then
you should be able to maintain your lean muscle tissue as
absolutely,
well.
I don't want to overtrain the person. Then I go for a mile run or a jog, not even a run, a jog. Because now I depleted my glycogen levels, now I'm going to start turning into my fat levels. It's not that you're not using them when you're doing the sprints, because the body is adapting. It's adapting to, hey, I'm burning glycogen, I got to deposit glycogen in my muscles, but now I don't have that much glycogen, I'm going to have to take it out of my fat cells. Now, I have people there that have modified what I said, like, oh, Eric, just go ahead and run the sprint, but then we're going to do 3 or 4 miles. You're trying to teach the body to become dependent only on glycogen levels, not to accumulate fat like an aerobic athlete. So try to keep, just deplete your glycogen levels, just do that, a little half mile, that's it, you're done. You want to teach your body, I'm going to use glycogen for energy sources, I just want to get rid of that extra fat. Now, I have people that come, but I'm running 4 miles after I do my sprints. Well, you're adapting your body again to hold to the fat because you're doing long distance.
So that becomes counterproductive.
Counterproductive in the sense of for your goal. Is it good for you? Absolutely, you know. Now, there's more research coming out now, Scott, and I want to leave that to another time, in which involve number of miles, speed, number of times you run during a week, and how it increases mortality or death rate. So it's kind of funny, all those joggers, oh, I'm gonna run 5 miles every day. Keep doing it. Those people will come and see me because they're not doing well. Got it?
So for purposes to maximize body fat loss, warm up, intervals at a very high intensity followed by a relatively short, moderate intensity period to maximize fat burning.
Absolutely.
High
You're
quality over quality over quantity and done. But you could do a relatively high frequency over the course of a week if you wanted to. So for an average person with average recovery capabilities, and they've been doing this a while, they're conditioned well to it, how many times a week? Some people
If
do
you're
it twice
lifting
a
weight,
day.
if you're lifting weights twice a week, if
Okay.
you're not doing anything and you just want to run 3-4 times a week.